mid-March and we're starting to think about hanging baskets, and I've been making baskets for a lot of years, 40, 50 years. I can remember what started me. The first terraced house I ever bought was a tiny terraced house. There was a bus route past the end of it, and I did some 3-tier baskets, 3 different tiers. This will be, well, it's nearly 50 years ago, and the buses used to stop to actually take a look at the baskets, and it gives you a little buzz. You want to improve every year, so I've made some super baskets over the years. We're on taking cuttings. A lot of them are rooted up on this particular bench. Just to show you a few, we've got fuchsias coming away very nicely. They're growing nicely. I've got several varieties of fuchsias, which we'll see as they come into flower. We've got lobelia, some trailing, some upright. We don't want all trailing in a basket, so we do mix and match. I will show you when we actually start preparing baskets. This is a white lobelia. We've got petunias, several different colours. There's a nice one there. That was a new introduction last year. There's a pink one starting. We've got San Vitalia here, tiny little yellow flowers. They continue flowering right through. They don't need this budding. Super plants. We've got variegated geraniums for the centerpieces of the baskets. They're looking good. We've got the tricoloured geraniums. We've got ivy leaf geraniums. These are all our own cuttings that we've taken. That's San Vitalia there. Anything different on here? I have other stuff further down in the garden. This is yellow bacopa. That was a new introduction a year ago. At the moment it looks fairly straggly, but it does make a nice super basket, so that'll be added into the baskets. We've got verbena here. I'll show you what to do with the verbena. But right, we're looking at verbena plants that we took cuttings off about 6 or 8 weeks ago. They're rooted up fairly rapidly, as we can see, and they're growing quite tall. So I'm just going to show you what to do. Just pinch them out above a pair of leaves all the way through. There we have, I was trying to get to it, tiny little breaks coming away there. There's little branches, so they'll come away, and that'll make a much bushier plant, and they're super for hanging baskets. Right, in here we have lobelia. This variety is Infinity. It's a beautiful variety. It's not grown from seed, it is grown from cuttings, and you can see they're fairly even. It's a nice even batch. It's a beautiful blue variety. They've come very nicely. They'll make super plants. The roots are ready to go up into hanging baskets, and I'll do a lot of straight lobelia baskets, because I've got some beautiful photographs from last year of the lobelia baskets. So we have got different colours, and I've bought a new variety which I'll show you. This is a new variety. Again, it's Infinity, but it's deep blue and it has an eye on it, which actually looks like a little monkey's face. It comes beautiful. These have only been potted up a few days. Give them a fortnight and they'll be nice plants. And I'm going to do some straight baskets of these. I did see this particular plant growing last year, and again, they are from cuttings, but it was absolutely beautiful. So this is going to be something special to look for later on. This is a new variety. Again, it's Infinity, but it's deep blue and it has an eye on it, which actually looks like a little monkey's face. It comes beautiful. These have only been potted up a few days. Give them a fortnight and they'll be nice plants. And I'm going to do some straight baskets of these. I did see this particular plant growing last year, and again, they are from cuttings, but it was absolutely beautiful. So this is going to be something special to look for later on. Right, it's 2 weeks ago we did a little video with the children planting strawberries up, and they loved it. This is actually the plants that they planted, and as you can see, the new growth's popping through. This is all new leaf. There's one. You can see it's a paler green. This is new growth coming in that couple of weeks. I'm going to show you some that were planted up exactly a month beforehand. There's a big difference. This is all new growth again. It's all nice and clean. It's been sprayed with Bravado, which is an insecticide. Also, if you can buy any general fungicide, just fungus fighter, and just give a general spray to stop any mildew appearing on them. I should be picking fruit off those fairly early. They'll come on rapidly with a couple of little feeds later on. The feed I will give them would be a tomato fertiliser, just watered in probably once a fortnight, and it'll help the fruit to set. The second week in March, and we're starting to think about a few herbs as well as basket plants, and we've got a couple of Doon Valley herbs. That's the variety. Basically they've started to come back into life now, but about a month, maybe 6 weeks ago, we did take a few cuttings. They weren't looking too healthy when I took them, but you can see they do change colour as they spring into life. These have been kept indoors and they're coming away absolutely beautiful. That's a young plug. That was just a cutting. It's coming away very nicely. It's got a nice little root on it. The roots are very fine at the moment. We're just ready to pot a few of these on. These will spread very rapidly. So we'll just put them into a, this is a 9cm pot. The compost mix is basically just a peat-based compost with a little bit of soil-based mix in with a John. No fertiliser added. Fill the pot up almost to the top. Just put a little hole in it and drop your plug in. That's a small little herb plant. That'll grow very rapidly now. We'll just do 3 or 4 just to show you. Basically just fill the pot up, little hole, drop the plug in. They'll make super little plants. We'll come back in a month's time, we'll have a look at those. They'll have filled that top pot and they'll climb over, and eventually we'll put them into terracotta like we are here. You can see how it changes colour, but it gets a lovely winter hue on it as well. 1 or 2 little weeds popping through here, make sure you remove those. That's it, try and get the roots out. That's fine, comes away nicely. That one hasn't come as far yet, but that'll come as well. So we'll see plenty of herb plants in another month. I'll have other varieties of herbs to go at as well.